Y'all, 2020 strikes again. Our washer might be toast.
One life, don't let it pass you by. See that wildfire in your eyes. Keep on burning, keep that dream alive. Can't let go of what you got inside. Maybe it's crazy, maybe it's meant to be. Who says you gotta have it all figured out? Who says you'll never feel alone in the crowd? Who says you gotta be like everyone else?
I swear, we can't catch a break. Here we are in our kitchen eating dinner. So he asks for more water. Daddy goes to get it and walks into this. There's water all over our kitchen floor, like puddles. I put down towels. It's everywhere. Cookie dough, because I can't even deal. Theo, what do you think of this mess? What do you think of this mess? Yeah, you good boy. You good boy. Anyone else just like done with 2020? There have been some really great blessings, but man, the past year has just been really difficult.
The water in the washer flew everywhere in our kitchen.
Everywhere. Zoe was a good helper. Getting towels and help cleaning it up. Daddy's got the shop vac finishing up in there. Hopefully it'll be all right.
I'm getting the floor.
But man, whew, I just think about all the struggles this past year has brought, and I think of the blessings too. And I'm thankful for the time that we've had together as a family. But I'm ready for this crazy stuff to be over. So basically, our lives have been a series of unfortunate events.
Crazy times.
For a little over a year now. Anyone else feel me? I hear a lot of people say 2020, but man, it is for real.
Who's looking forward to 2021? Put that in the comments.
We're just hoping that this does not continue. We are ready for it to be over and have some jolly come our way. So it started last year, a little bit before this. We had a miscarriage. It was really challenging, and Colton and I kind of experienced it differently, and went through phases of grief at different times. And so that was horrible and awful, and we're reminded of that a lot. At least I am. I don't know. I sometimes wear a ring with her name on it that we gave her, just to remind me that she existed and she was real for a brief time.
Then after that, we had transition of employment from a place of very secure, very stable, working at a church, to not having a job, coming to having to job hunt and job search, and that's never fun.
And it was a few months with Colton with no job, which was financially super hard.
But it's fun to be with the kids.
Yeah, he got to be with the kids a lot, which was great. But it was like 3 months and we depleted most of our savings, and we're barely scraping by. But then we did have a really big blessing with a new job opportunity.
Yeah, working at a school as a family service counselor, it was actually a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it.
And then a new job opportunity arose. It was just a calling, really, we've been praying about, and really felt like God had laid the city close to us on our hearts. And so we started praying about what God wanted us to do with that, and a new opportunity opened at another church for Colton to be on staff there. And so started a job there, and that has been a really big blessing too.
Yeah, it's been a church that we've wanted to work at. We've seen, before we started there, we saw that they were doing a whole lot of missional work, a whole lot of really impacting the region, and we really wanted to be part of that, and God allowed it. And it's just kind of crazy how it all worked out, because we didn't really seek it out. It kind of just happened, and it fell in our laps, and we were just really thankful that it did.
And then things were good for about a month. And then our son Crosby, right before he turned 2, he had an accident where he fell off of a netted in trampoline and cracked his skull open.
This is during COVID.
Yeah, so during COVID, so he and I took an $80,000 helicopter ride to St. Louis, where they took good care of him, but it was crazy and insane. And because of COVID, Colton wasn't even allowed in. But through that, there were also some really big blessings. We had a lot of people who jumped in and started a prayer chain for us, which was just incredible. And you could just see the prayers working with the people that we interacted with in the hospitals, the people that were placed there, and how different Crosby's scans were from the first time to the second time, and just how quick he healed and recovered. It was just incredible. So even though it was the scariest day of our lives, there were a lot of blessings there too. But I don't want to do it again.
Definitely not again. And the hospital that he got flown to was very, very good.
Yeah, they were. Yeah. So that was crazy. And then with COVID happening, a big blessing there is that we got to spend a lot of time together as a family. So just while the kids are little, it was just really great being home. Except anyone else who was home, do you feel like all you did was cook 24/7? You feel like by the time you finish one meal, you gotta start the next?
It was one meal after the next.
I feel like that's all we did during COVID. Cook. Is there really time to eat again?
Cook and laundry.
Man, woo! But I was thankful that we had food to eat, and that Cole and I still both had jobs during COVID. I know some people did not have that, so we were very thankful for that, and so thankful for the extra time with our family. Those are precious memories with the kids that I know I'll have forever.
Beforehand, you got in a car wreck.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Totaled your car.
I was smashed in between two cars by a car who didn't see that all of us were stopped. So yeah, totaled on my car. I did get a new car, and it was my dream car, so that's a blessing. But
Dream car part 2.
it was terrifying, actually. It was really scary, and I still have some like PTSD from it. Still, every now and then, whenever I have to stop, I look in my rearview mirror to make sure I'm not going to get creamed again. So super thankful the kids weren't with me.
I mean, outside of pretty much everything breaking in the house.
Oh yeah.
You name it, it broke.
I'm talking our air went out.
Our refrigerator went out.
Our washer apparently has rolled cracks.
We had one of our bathrooms in the house, the sink broke.
It's just one thing after the other, you know, and then just little maintenance things that have to be done to houses anyways, like our deck needs replaced, and so, but we've also had blessings there. Somebody came and replaced our deck, the boards that were bad, for free. So that was incredible. We've also received random checks from, like, you know, refunds from insurance that got overpaid, or just
from like years ago.
Yeah, just random bizarre things that have come in the mail that have covered some of those bills with things breaking in the house. So that has been really cool. So
almost right to the cent.
Yeah, it's been crazy just how it's just been covered.
And then on top of that, Crosby has eczema.
Severe eczema.
So we've been trying to do like different, we narrowed it down to where he had really bad skin rash. So all over his skin, it was like these red dots or big red rashes. His face was red. I mean, it was really bad. From
the time he was 3 weeks old. So when he was 3 weeks old, he actually looked like he had been burned by the sun. And I freaked out. We freaked out. What is wrong with our son? I tried every eczema cream known to man, every lotion. If it's on the planet, I probably tried it. None of them worked. Nothing worked. We really did not want to use steroid cream. That was going to be like our very last resort. We really thought it was something that hopefully he would grow out of, or maybe it was the detergent we were using, or maybe it was his environment, or maybe it was just because it was really hot outside. He was born right before summer. So as he grew, it didn't go away.
Yeah, we didn't want to put him through like the sensitivity test where they put like 30 or 40 different things on his back, because it just looks really, really painful. So we settled on changing his diet.
So let's see, he was probably 1.5 when we decided we were going to change his diet. I was also still nursing him though, and so that was really challenging. Because if you ever go out to eat or you go anywhere, you don't always know the hidden ingredients that they put in their food. Even if you go to family get-togethers, you can't always 100% guarantee that what you're eating is safe for your child. So we started with eliminating gluten and dairy, and we did it for 8 weeks. He and I did, and his skin didn't really show any signs of getting better. But we thought, because I was nursing, because we had been to a few places that we couldn't 100% say there wasn't anything in there, we thought we need to give it some time and try again. So after I stopped nursing him is when we decided to try again, and we decided, go big or go home.
Yeah, so we eliminated gluten, dairy, eggs, soy, peanuts, bananas, tomatoes, oranges.
Even for a while we did like vanilla and cinnamon. Anything you can think of that would trigger eczema. I Googled everything that could trigger eczema, and I researched and I studied, and if it could have been a trigger even for one person, I wrote it down because I thought we were going to get to the bottom of this. So we went off of everything, all of those things, for 8 weeks, because I thought at the end of these 8 weeks, if his skin is not better, then it's not related to food, and he needs some help. He needs some steroid cream, he needs something, because what we're doing isn't working. Oh, and we also changed our laundry detergent to completely free of everything. We went off all of those things. 8 weeks later, he's completely healed. Completely. His skin doesn't have one mark on it. It used to his face. It looked like for a while, our doctor told us it was from his passy. It was drool from his passy. And so we took the passy away and it didn't get better. So his face completely cleared up. He used to have it on his belly, on his legs, behind his knees,
in the elbow areas,
in his elbows, under his armpits, under his chin, on his neck, everywhere. And 8 weeks later, he was completely healed. And so, one thing we had started doing is we don't do any kind of soaps. Hey, baby. We only do goat milk bath at night. And so then we started reintroducing these foods one at a time for 2 weeks to see if he reacts. and then we try a new one.
So then we started trying eliminating different things and trying, and through all of it, we finally finished with everything for multiple weeks. And we've come to the conclusion that somehow he's allergic or sensitive to tomatoes.
It's the only thing that triggers his skin. Well, citrus, tomatoes, and possibly oranges. But everything else doesn't trigger him. Gluten, dairy, eggs, soy, peanuts, nothing triggers him except tomatoes. Isn't that crazy? We're going to show you some pictures of his skin. And can you believe that tomatoes does this to our baby? So that's been our crazy past year. We've had a lot of blessings and a lot of not fun things, which I think a lot of people can relate to. So let us know in the comments maybe your biggest blessing and maybe your biggest curse that you're happy to see go at the end of 2020. Because we know we're not alone in this.
See ya.
Thanks for watching.
Make sure you subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our videos. Until next time, we hope you are finding purpose in your ordinary.